All right, welcome back. What we're going to talk about today is how to solve um, system of equations using Cramers Rule. Yes, Cramers Rule. So let's get an equation that we can solve. All right, let's have this right here. 3x plus 5y equals 3. Then we have negative x plus 2y equals 10. Now, we know several different ways of how to solve equations. We know how to use elimination, and there's other methods we can use to solve this. However, we're going to use matrices and use what's called Cramers Rule. Cramers Rule, what we're going to do is we're going to create a matrix in which we have a matrix, which is actually a coefficients matrix. So from here, we're going to take and we're going to use the coefficients of each one of these values. So this is going to be the coefficients of our first equation, 3 and 5. Then we're going to use negative 1 and 2, negative 1 and 2. Now, what we have here then is what we have for A. Now, Cramer's rule states this. If we take, find our x value of a system, which is 2 by 2, what we can do is we're going to find the determinant of, using our coefficient matrix, we're going to replace the x value column and replace it with the solution column. So in this case, we can call this S column, I'll call this the X column, this is the Y column for our different coefficients. So for the find X, we're going to take the determinant of S and Y. So what we're doing is replacing this column with our solutions column. So what we have then is 3 and 5. We're going to have 10 and then 2. Now, I'll find our y, or our x, when we take this determinant, and we're going to divide that answer by the determinant, of our matrix A, and that's our coefficients matrix. So this right here, just so everybody knows, is our coefficients matrix, matrix. So, we do that to figure out x. Now, for the next one, what we might want to do is now we also probably want to find out what y is. Now, for finding y, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to find the determinant of another matrix, but in this case, what we're going to do is we're going to be replacing the y column, with the s, the solutions, and we're going to have x left over. So what we're going to have here is going to be 3 and negative 1. I'm replacing y with 3 and 10. 3 and 10. So once again, you can see where we have an x and y of the solutions, replacing that. Now, just like we did with the x's, we're going to take this, find the determinant on top, and we're also going to take the determinant of A. So that is what we're using with Cramer's rule. That is it. All right, it's a cool little way of solving a system using matrices. So without further ado, let's find this. So I'm going to find the determinant of A. All right, recall that we're going to multiply diagonal 3 times 2, so it'll be 6. Minus our diagonal this way, which is going to be negative 5. And so what we have here is going to be 11. 11 is going to be our A value. So over here, I'm going to have 11 divided by, this is going to be 11 divided by, let's find the next one. For this one, we're going to find the determinant of this. So what we have is right here, 3 times 2 is 6, minus that right there, which is going to be 50. And what we have for our answer is going to be 44, negative 44 over 11, which will then simplify to, hopefully you know, 4. So x in this case, x the solution, is going to equal 4. So x is going to equal 4, and that's what we find for our solution for x. To find y, well, I guess we could just plug x back in here, into the equation if we want to use substitution. But we'll keep on going and find out what y is. So here we're going to go and take, 3 times 10, which is 30, minus, take our next one, which is going to be this right here, minus negative 3, 3 times negative 1, which is negative 3. And so we have is 33 over 11, and that will be, what is y going to equal? Y is going to equal 3. Y equals 3. If you want to test this out to make sure you do the right thing, we're going to say x equaling 4, y equaling 3, and we can plug it back in here to test to see if that actually works out. So we want to do that? Sure, why not? So 3 times 4 plus 5 times, I believe it was 3, should equal 3. Is that right? Do that all right? Oh, I'm sorry. This should be negative. I got the negative right there. The negative. Okay, I was going to say, that's not going to be right. All right, so we have this right here. It's going to be negative 12. Plus 15 equals 3, and it does. Yay! Do the same thing for the bottom one. So I'm just going to erase this and just the bottom one as well. All right, so we have negative times negative 4 plus 2 times 3 equals 10. 4 and 6. 4 plus 6 would equal 10. Yay! There we go. Happy face. Yes, it works out. We did Cramers Rule great, and that is our answer. All right. So that's Cramers Rule. Now, that's how you can set it up and how to solve the system with a 2x2. The question is, how do you solve for a 3x3? So I'm going to stop here. In my next tutorial, I'm going to show you how to do a 3x3. So hopefully this helps you out with the 2x2. So good luck and God bless in the rest of your problems.